In the event that we wipe out the lines, the most spellbinding star, I believe, is the star that could be stunning in our sky. It is this one, Betelgeuse or Scarab Press. It's a red giant star, and on the off chance that you put it where the Sun is, it would stretch to the orbit of Jupiter. It's massive, extremely volatile, and bound to explode. However, it's not as simple as it seems in the universe. These legendary events, like the most dreaded massive starbursts, could have a severe impact on all that we see and don't see. Betelgeuse has been viewed as a sign, a red giant star that is several times more massive than our Sun. Brian Cox and other space experts believe it could go supernova at any moment. People are generally terrified of what will happen, especially since the James Webb Space Telescope is capturing incredible photos of the star. When exactly will Betelgeuse become a supernova? And how massive of an impact will it have on Earth? Let us explore this star in the constellation Orion that shines so brightly that even people from ancient times have noticed it. The famous star Betelgeuse is located on the eastern shoulder of the constellation and is the second largest star in that formation. Its name comes from this position, the giant's shoulder. It is possibly one of the brightest stars in the night sky. On top of being exceptionally bright, the star is also an odd shade of red, which, as we will see, signals trouble. We've been aware of Betelgeuse for quite some time. A Greek astronomer named Ptolemy also observed it around that time. The first thing people noticed about stars was their color. Ptolemy said that Betelgeuse was orange. Scientists have been studying the star even more eagerly of late, and now have a solid understanding of what makes it so extraordinarily bright. One of its features is that the star's brightness varies significantly, with an apparent magnitude of 0.6. Betelgeuse is a variable star, meaning its brightness changes over time. Recently, however, researchers have discovered new data about the star. In 2019, scientists noticed that Betelgeuse was behaving unusually. Although it didn't completely stop shining, it became significantly dimmer, shining at a magnitude of around 1.6. Researchers quickly began investigating why the 10th brightest star in the sky was acting so strangely. Experts were forced to make an alarming statement based on their research, which revealed strange signs the star had recently exhibited. Experts claim that Betelgeuse could go supernova at any time. Brian Cox, a prominent scientist who made this startling claim, is a professor of particle physics at the University of Manchester School of Physics and Astronomy. His statement should not be taken lightly. He also hosts science shows, writes numerous popular science books, and is the Royal Society Professor for Public Engagement with Science. Cox states that Betelgeuse appears to be a ticking time bomb that could explode without warning. To add to the situation, the James Webb Space Telescope has provided substantial evidence supporting this claim. What strange signs has Betelgeuse displayed to cause such concern in astronomy? With new data about Betelgeuse, the star has been classified as a supernova candidate. However, scientists are still unsure when it will explode. The fact that Betelgeuse is several times the mass of the Sun is one reason for this classification. A star needs to be several times the mass of the Sun to be considered a supernova candidate. Things get particularly interesting because scientists have used various tools to study Betelgeuse, such as the James Webb Space Telescope and the Laser Interferometer Gravitational Wave Observatory, to monitor what's happening in space around it. What they've found remains unclear. Betelgeuse was born on August 31 millions of years ago. Around that time, it reportedly displayed unusual signals that made its future uncertain. What exactly did they find? For starters, scientists detected unusual light waves coming from the star or above Betelgeuse, which was very strange. But that wasn't the only peculiar observation. This leads us to the idea that Betelgeuse is a star whose brightness changes periodically. It was noted that Betelgeuse dimmed at regular intervals and had dark spots similar to our Sun. However, circumstances have changed. It now transitions from bright to dim twice as quickly as it used to, which is another odd sign. In February 2021, scientists observed that the star's dimming cycle had hit a brightness level of plus 1.61. This occurred shortly after the Great Dimming event. Remember how the star appeared to dim mysteriously in 2019? That event is commonly referred to as the Great Dimming. It marked the beginning of Betelgeuse's strange behavior, and caused many to worry that the star was on the verge of exploding. The dimming magnitude ranged from 1.2 between 2019 and 2020, and the lowest level of dimming ever recorded was in 2011. Experts were confident that Betelgeuse would go supernova within the next 100,000 years due to the remarkable dimming. However, scientists revised their views when they observed what happened next. Betelgeuse became brighter again after the Great Dimming, growing significantly more luminous. Astrophysicist Andrea Dupree at the Harvard-Smithsonian Center for Astrophysics stated that the star is now 150% brighter than usual, making it the seventh brightest star in the sky. Researchers were alarmed when they saw a red glow in the southern hemisphere. This discovery has sparked various theories about what caused the Great Dimming. First, it's crucial to note that not all stars exhibit the red glow of Betelgeuse. The red glow of Betelgeuse indicates that it is a red supergiant star, the final stage of a star's life. This glow results from a surface temperature of around 3,500 Kelvin, which is significantly cooler than the Sun's outer layer of 5,500 Kelvin. Since Betelgeuse is cooler than the Sun, it emits less energy per unit of surface area, despite being much larger and nearing its explosion. Now we must examine what the Great Dimming suggests. Brian Cox asks, does it mean Betelgeuse will go supernova? The fact that Betelgeuse is a red supergiant star already indicates that it is nearing the end of its life. A dying star also tends to dim over time, which aligns with scientists' conclusions. Ultimately, Betelgeuse's recent strange behavior has heightened scientists' concerns. Many telescopes are now focused on the star's peculiar activity. Meanwhile, researchers are employing the most advanced tools to investigate the captivating events surrounding Betelgeuse. The James Webb Space Telescope has been one of the most effective tools used thus far. Since its launch in 2021, the telescope has helped scientists collect substantial data about this intriguing star. Betelgeuse. The new photos of Betelgeuse's surprising dimming, taken by this telescope, have shown that the occasion caused a surface mass launch. In view of new examination, we presently realize that this mass release was around 400 billion times more significant than a normal coronal mass discharge. The James Webb Space Telescope can likewise observe things that our eyes can't see, like light waves and frequencies. Thus, experts are energized by what the telescope will find. Researchers have seen dust clouds forming on the star's surface that appear to resemble leaves in space. That doesn't make sense, yet despite the fact that Betelgeuse will eventually pass on, researchers are still observing it because they don't know when it will go supernova. Researchers believe that Betelgeuse is many times more massive than the Sun and that the bright red star will shine for the next 10 years. However, given the many surprising things happening with the star, it's hard to say if this prediction will still hold true. After the remarkable dimming event, specialists don't believe Betelgeuse will explode anytime soon. If Betelgeuse does explode, it will be the first supernova observed firsthand since Johannes Kepler did in 1604. Researchers also don't want this to happen soon, as they are still paying close attention to the star's curious behavior. Regardless, scientists are confident that Betelgeuse will eventually go supernova. However, exactly when this will happen remains a mystery. If we look at the universe, perhaps one of the most intriguing stars in our sky is Betelgeuse. This red giant star, if placed where the Sun is, would extend to Jupiter's orbit. This extraordinarily large, unstable star is on the verge of a dramatic transformation. The universe doesn't operate in clear, predictable terms. Stunning events like the dreaded starbursts could drastically alter everything we observe. Betelgeuse has provided captivating clues. As a red giant star many times the size of our Sun, astronomers, including Brian Cox, believe it could go supernova at any moment. The concern lies in the consequences of this event, especially since the James Webb Space Telescope has captured troubling photos of the star. So, when exactly will Betelgeuse become a supernova, and what impact will it have on Earth? Betelgeuse's potential to go supernova has fascinated astronomers for a long time. The latest advancements in space observation have brought this star into even sharper focus. Constant monitoring and analysis have revealed many peculiarities that make this red giant an excellent candidate for an impending supernova event. Researchers are now deeply concerned, not just because of the star's massive size, but also due to its increasingly bizarre behavior. The Great Dimming Event of 2019, for example, raised a lot of alarms. It marked an abrupt and significant decrease in brightness, something never before seen in such a prominent star. Initially, scientists struggled to understand the cause of this dimming. The behavior was so unexpected for such a stable and well-known celestial body. Some speculated it might be a sign that Betelgeuse was on the brink of exploding into a supernova, while others proposed alternative explanations. The dimming may have resulted from something internal to the star, like a massive cloud of gas and dust blocking its light, or a change in internal structure causing it to temporarily lose luminosity. After this dimming event, the star's sudden increase in brightness over the following months only deepened the mystery. The fact that Betelgeuse's brightness fluctuates so drastically suggests it may be undergoing an unstable phase of its life. This could involve what's known as pulsation instability, where its outer layers expand and contract in cycles, releasing bursts of energy. While this is typical behavior for red supergiants, Betelgeuse's rapid fluctuations are unlike anything observed in other stars of its size and type. The cause of these inconsistencies remains unclear but has undoubtedly drawn attention to the star. In addition to these unusual light patterns, astronomers have observed unexpected features on the star's surface, such as the aforementioned dust clouds that resemble leaves in space. These structures suggest a chaotic and turbulent environment surrounding the star. The proximity of these clouds to the star's outer layers is troubling. They may form from bursts of gas due to internal instability or be the result of the star shedding its outer envelope in preparation for a dramatic transformation. This kind of mass ejection could be a precursor to a supernova. However, it's not yet clear whether Betelgeuse is shedding enough material to trigger such a catastrophic event. Another key factor in studying Betelgeuse is its mass. As previously mentioned, Betelgeuse is several times more massive than the Sun, placing it firmly in the category of stars that end their lives with a supernova. Stars of this size typically undergo a series of dramatic stages in their final years, experiencing significant internal shifts before their cores collapse and trigger a massive explosion. Given its size and current instability, it's believed that Betelgeuse could explode within the next 100,000 years. However, as we've seen, astronomical events like these can occur much earlier, or later, than anticipated. The accuracy of this estimate remains a subject of debate within the scientific community. The possibility that Betelgeuse is in the final stages of its life has raised numerous questions about what its death might look like. If it does go supernova, it will be one of the most significant astronomical events within the range of human observation. A supernova explosion can release energy equivalent to the Sun's total output over its entire lifespan and can briefly outshine an entire galaxy. If Betelgeuse were to go supernova, it would be visible to the naked eye even during the daytime and could be observed from Earth for weeks or months. Such an event would undoubtedly capture the attention of astronomers and stargazers alike. However, it could also have serious implications for our planet. Despite the star's extreme distance from Earth, around 640 light-years away, a supernova of Betelgeuse's magnitude could still impact our planet.